YouTube. Warframe Lavos Prime Access is right around the corner, and there's a lot of new players recently, probably looking to get their first big Prime Warframe with this new Prime Access. So I'm going to show you how to prep for that. So when it comes to Prime Access releases, there are three important steps, kind of a flow, when a new Prime Access comes out. And that is acquiring the relics and leveling the relics with void traces, and then cracking those relics open for your rewards. So I'm going to go through each one, acquiring them, leveling them, and then cracking them on basically what I do when there's a new Prime Access. And I only prep like this, and I would only recommend prepping like this if it's a Warframe you really, really want to get within like the first like 3 or 4 days of Prime Access releasing. And if you have like a solid group of people, you could probably get it day one. So that's all I'll say on that. But this is Warframe Prime Access Prep. So first, I'm going to talk about acquiring the relics. So the best way to acquire a bunch of relics the day the update comes out is leveling your factions. All right, you want to have as many as these bad boys you can have maxed out. 4 is the most, reasonably. I've seen people do 6. That's a whole nother mess. But 4 is easy. 4 is reasonable. If you have 1, that's fine. If you have 2, that's fine. But you want to have these bad boys maxed out, and that's because you go into view offerings. You can buy these 6 of them. 6 of them at max standing. It is insane, and you get 3 relics or Aya per pack. All right. So when Lavos Prime Access comes out, I have what 6, 12, 24 times 3 each. It's insane. All right, it's a lot of relics just from having these bad boys maxed out and ready to go. And then also on top of that, we're not done here in the faction screen. You get relics from the Ostron, and you can buy relics from the Fortuna people. And I'm not sure about the Andrade family if OTAC sells them. I do know the Holdfast, they don't sell relics, and 1999, they don't sell relics. Maybe in the future these guys will sell relics, but yeah, that's step number 1 to acquiring relics is leveling up your factions. This will be the quickest to get a bunch as soon as the update pops. You log on, you know, you get off of school, get off of work, get off of whatever, you hop on, you're gonna go and get all your relics from these bad boys. And then after that, you can grind missions. There's certain missions that you can complete in like 2 minutes, and they will give you a chance at your relics the day the update comes out. And so let's say you want a bunch of Lith relics. You're going to run Hepit Capture. I have Steel Path on. Just turn off Hepit Capture. This is what you want for your Lith relics. All right. Now let's say you want Meso and Neo relics. You're going to run. Where's Ukko? Am I blind? Ukko in the void. That's another capture. Capture missions, real short, 30 seconds to a minute. You're in and you're out running these. Ukko is for Meso and Neo, and Hepit is for your Lith. Alright? Got that? Write that down, remember it. Now you're probably thinking, what about Axie relics? We go over here to Lua. If I can, holy smokes. Oh. Lua, and you want to do Circulus Conjunction Survival can drop them, and then also Disruption Apollo is, I'd say, the go-to mode. All right. So with Disruption, you complete 4 things, the 4 nodes, and then you're guaranteed an Axie relic or some higher tier reward. You'll get Axie relics almost every time. And it's very nice. It's a good Axie grind. So, yeah, remember that. Lith is Hepit, Meso, Neo, Ukko, and Apollo, Disruption are all your relic grinding modes. This is Axie. This is Meso and Neo, and this is Lith. I'll list them too on the screen, so you have them all memorized. So, like I said at the beginning, there are 3 things that go into your relics: acquiring them, which we just talked about, leveling them, which I'm going to talk about, and then cracking them open. So now we're going to talk about leveling your relics. And you do that over here. Void relics. You see, I'm pretty broke right now. 381 out of 1700. You want this to be maxed, because this is how you leveled up to increase your chance of rewards. You know, I'm pretty sure you've all looked at this screen at least at some point. But this is what you do to change the rewards for your void traces. And you're probably wondering, well, how do I get a lot of those? And it's really simple. You go to your front of your ship, or wherever you're at. Go here, and you crack these missions, alright? This kind of short and sweet section. There's not really much to do to get void traces. You can get them from the Granum Void, but they're not a lot, and I don't think it's worth grinding. So my tip with the void traces, if you really, really need to grind a lot, you need to grind them fast. Resource boosters from the market do work on void traces. So if you're really in a rush to get the new warframe or stock up on your void traces, boop, boop, boop. Resource booster. I can't spell. Sorry about that. Yeah, these they will double your void trace drops. And on top of the booster, let's go to our magic mod menu over here. This dog, well, not this dog specifically. Well, a beast companion. All right. Resourceful retriever. This mod, don't forget about everything else here. You know, all these other mods here. Don't look at those. Resourceful retriever, 18% chance to double resource pickups. That works on void traces. Very good. You want to get this. If you don't, oh well, it's like a min-maxy thing. It's a 20% chance. But that will double your void trace drops also whenever it procs. So we talked about acquiring them. We talked about leveling them. All right. Last thing we got to do is we have to open our relics. So you're going to get a bunch. You're going to level the whatever you want, you know. Let's say I want the Sylvan Aegis Prime Guard here. On a new Prime access, don't be scared. Use the recruiting chat. People are going to be spamming their rad share relics in here to do runs. You can see people running relics right now. Meso V8 rad. Lith G11 rad. Like, don't be afraid to join those groups, because you'll be cracking 4 Radiant relics at once. Alright, that's my biggest tip. You can, if you have, I want to say like 6 hours to spend, 4 hours to spend total, you could probably get a Prime Warframe with all this prep. Alright, that's all I'm saying. Lavos Prime comes out, 6 hours. Now, obviously, you're probably not doing 6 hours one night, but 3 hours one night and 3 hours the next day, you're cooking. You might have Lavos Prime then. After all that, it's pretty nice. So let's remember our prep here. Prep recap. All right. Factions. Factions give you Giga Relics. Look at this. 6. We're juiced up. All right. And not just the syndicates. Ostron and Fortuna. All right. You want the relics from everyone. I don't normally do the open world ones, but you can go there as well. All right. Now, what if you drained your bank dry? All right. No more faction rep. Void. Hepit for Lith. Ukko for Meso and Neo. It's 50-50 between them. And for the Axes, Lua Disruption on Apollo, and you're going to do all 4 disruption nodes every round to get your chance at your Axes. Alright. So now, we've acquired them, and now we got to level them. And when we're going to level them, we're going to run these missions for Void Traces. If you have time to kill, if you think you're going to be on for like half an hour, or 45 minutes to an hour, do a survival, because in survivals you get a scaling resource booster. You get 25% chance, and that would stack on top of your resource booster if you buy one. Alright? If you don't have a lot of time to kill, Slam Exterminates. Slam Exterminates And there's no captures, but when captures come up, you could slam those. All right. So we've acquired them, we've leveled them, and to open them, use the recruiting chat. Please use the recruiting chat. You will save so much time just playing with other people. I know it can be a little like, like, ooh, I gotta play with other people in my game. Ooh, I just want to do it solo, but trust me, you're going to want to get a stack of 4 people running Radiant Relics. I will say, the Bronze Relics, you can probably afford to just run by yourself or with randoms and not making a group. Silver and Gold, though, you want a group. So that is Prime Warframe Access Prep. You do all those things, I promise 6 hours of playtime, 5, maybe you high roll out of your mind and it takes 3 hours. I think, video over, yap time has begun. When Hydroid Prime came out, me and my friend got Hydroid Prime in 2 hours. We got insanely lucky, alright? Way, way, way back in the day. And I've been doing this prep ever since. So, like, get your boys, get your lads, get whoever, your folks, your friends. Maybe you don't have friends, use the chat. Trust me, when the Prime Access comes out, they want their stuff. People will be kind, people will be nice in the recruiting chat. Just make sure you're running the right Radiant Relic, and you're just on it, alright? Boom, boom, boom. Other than that, if you're here, I'm going to show some builds for, like, doing all this. So I'm going to do that now. So, like, when I'm slamming missions for Void Traces, I'm probably using Titania with her, like, spam nuke build. So I'm going to show that now. Boom, boom, boom. Swap. Titania Prime. Alright. Upgrade screen. There's a lot going on here, but there are 3 things. 3 things with this build. If you're like, I want to do this on normal Titania, and I want to farm Void Traces really fast, there are 3 things. You need the Razorwing Blitz Augment, and you need the Neutron Star Augment, and you need to subsume Null Star on to your Titania. Alright? This is the kind of like Gigamaxed spam Void missions kind of build here. And for building 4, this little combo, you just want strength and duration. You don't have to do all this forming and crazy stuff here. Alright? Just worry about as much as you can put on. Obviously, this is a very min-maxed and completed build, but the bare minimum is Blitz, Neutron Star, Null Star, and a little bit of strength and some duration. Alright, so just get that going. This will cook for your speed running of your missions. Alright. As for running like disruption, I'm gonna suggest anything that can slow or armor strip the disruption target if you're running those Axie relics. So I like to run Yareli because I have Gloom on Yareli from Sevagoth, and it's very good for slowing the disruption target down. And that goes for like any warframe, I guess. If you want a specific warframe to use, just put this bad boy's Gloom on, and the disruption target just doesn't get to play his game. You just say no disruption target. And yeah, you kind of just want a decent amount of range on Gloom here. I'm kind of just rambling on here, but that's what this part of the video is for. It's just yapping. Yeah, but normally I'm just running anything with Gloom or Armor Strip. Where's she at? Spelled that wrong too. Nyx is another good one for disruption, I'd say. Psychic Bolts, Armor Strip, very nice, very nice. And then you can just nuke the disruption target. yeah, but we got all the prep out of the way, so I'm just kind of rambling on here. What do I want to do next? You know, let's take the Titania build for a spin. Titania Prime. Let's make sure we have the right build on. Bam. And I'll just do it solo. Show you how fast this could be. So you're like, hey man, I want some Relics. I'm pretty sure Hepit is a 50-50 for Lith and Meso, I think. But it might just be Relics. Yeah, but look at the recruiting chat right now. Okay, well, don't look at it right now. But there's always people running Relics. Alright, so we're on our Titania. You go into Razor Wing. And obviously these guys are level 11, so like, they're just gonna die immediately. And you're just gonna spam this button. Bop, bop, bop. Capture the guy, capture the guy.
Success. The captive is safely
Bop,
in
bop,
our
bop.
hands. Congratulations, Tenno.
All is well. What's our mission timer at? We're gonna do this under a minute. We're not gonna do this under a minute. We will get this. We will get this. Come on. Nope, we're gonna be just over. Watch. Dang! Okay, well, we were close. Look at that. Lith Relic in 1 minute. Around 2 minutes because of load times. But you see what I'm saying. So that's how you'll be getting your Lith Relics. Ukko is the same exact way. It's a void capture. And that's where you'll be getting your Meso and Neo Relics. And I'll show off the Yoreli stuff now. Boom, boom, boom. Yoreli. But I also like her. Don't look at the build screen. Oh. Put on these. They're okay. So these are like Giga endgame weapons. Just use your best weapon and your best warframe when you run disruption. You can run disruption in pubs as well. Especially on Prime Access days, because there'll be a lot of people grinding relics. Those like first 4 days of Prime Access is like the best time to hop on those star chart nodes, because there will be a lot of people playing them on pubs. So even if your gear's not that good, you'll get a carry. Don't worry about it. But yeah, this is like Giga endgame weapon I'm using here. But we'll go hop onto that disruption node. And you don't have to run Steel Path disruption if you're running for relics, because you're not going to get double relic rewards. Hello? Let's go. Normal disruption. Yeah. So let's hop into this mission. That is the video. That is the guide. Somehow this is 20 minutes long, almost 20 minutes long, and I felt like I was talking really fast to try and get through everything. I hope it was easy enough to follow along with. I'll do one more little spiel here. Just remember the big three. We got to acquire the relics. We have to level them with void traces. And then we have to open them with the missions by going and recruiting Trat. Okay? Alright. I want you to remember that. Let me know. Tell me the big three in the comments. Like the video, subscribe, whatever. I'm out of here. I'll see you grinding Lavo Prime Access coming soon to a game near you.